All right, I want to just like. So I want to read this article from CNN real quick, and then I want to talk about Roe v. Wade a little bit. Because this goes into what I'm talking about with the don't say gay bullshit. Some abortion clinics are preparing for more out-of-state patients if Roe v. Wade is overturned. So notice how fucked we are. Like, I just want everyone to know how fucked we are. Right? Like, abortion rights in this country have been under assault for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Like, you can turn the clock back, right? However many times. But really, the domino effect that really solidified the moment we're in right now was Donald Trump's presidency. Right? Like, as soon as Brett Kavanaugh was added to the court, Roe v. Wade was gone. And then as soon as ACB was added to the court, are you kidding me? It was gone. It's gone. And when did these things happen? Brett Kavanaugh was added to the court in, October 2018? That was how many fucking years ago? That was 3.5 fucking years ago that Roe v. Wade was initially, the dismantling process started, really, in effect. And again, you can turn the clock back even further, right? But like, if you want. But let's just try to ground it a little bit more in more recent stuff. So, why is it that now all of a sudden people are running around with chickens with their heads cut off, trying to fucking, oh, what do we do? Roe's gone. This totally is a shock. We never saw this coming. Whoa! Right, like, as soon as Donald Trump won, you should have known that Roe v. Wade is going to be fucking gonzo. Right? And Democrats should have been telling people about this. Now, some of them have, right? But Democrats should have been telling people about this. Now, they should have codified Roe v. Wade as law every time they've had control, which they have had control a couple times in the last couple of decades. But they don't care. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you. Right? And this is like, in my initial segment about the Roe v. Wade thing, the leak, the SCOTUS leak, right? Like, Roe v. Wade has already been effectively dismantled. Like look at Texas, look at other states like Oklahoma, Missouri, Mississippi, Georgia. They've already effectively dismantled Roe v. Wade. So this idea that Roe v. Wade is still something that exists, and that the Supreme Court's going to rule against it, and then abortion access will be restricted at some arbitrary date in the future. No. Right? Like, no. This stuff stopped. Like, there is no Roe v. Wade. That ship already sailed. But we have such a critical lack of information. Right? Like, fascists, right? Their entire existence, right, is fueled by disinformation that makes them hate other people randomly for no reason, right? That's what that is. If you're a fascist, if you're a right-winger, if you're a Republican, you've been fed so much disinformation that you have become like an avatar of hatred for regular people, but regular people don't return that hatred. Regular people just don't give a fuck until something affects them. Right? That's it. That's just it. No one cares until it affects them personally. So I'm going to read this a little bit, but this shit is frustrating to no end. Like, Roe v. Wade was destined to be destroyed the moment Brett Kavanaugh sat on the Supreme Court. I mean, you can make the argument that Gorsuch as well, but like, really, Brett Kavanaugh, that was the moment where you couldn't turn it back. I don't know if anyone saw this. I want to find a little picture real quick of what's going on at the Supreme Court. Let me see if I can find this. This is what's going on in the Supreme Court today. Just in case anyone was wondering how they feel about everyday people. Yep. They barricaded the fuck out of the Supreme Court. So, that's cool. Let's go back to this one. Abortion clinics in states likely to maintain access to the procedure are preparing for a potential influx of out-of-state patients following the report of a leaked draft of Supreme Court majority opinion that would overturn Roe v. Wade. Now, again, look at the language here. Like, this is CNN. CNN is purposefully misinforming its readers. That would overturn a leaked draft that would overturn. Roe v. Wade doesn't exist anywhere. Like, it's not, like, it already has been overturned. Like, I need people to really, like, why is it that we're acting like, oh, they're gonna remove Roe v. Wade? Like, this happened already. The Texas abortion bounty thing, right? That's still going on. This has already happened. This is in the past. And yet, for whatever reason, almost every outlet is talking about this as if it's some future, an abstract future that will happen at some point. It's already happened. This is a devastating blow for millions of people who will find themselves in a vast abortion desert. Jennifer Welch, president and CEO of Planned Parenthood of Illinois, said Tuesday in a news conference, they will face a daunting dilemma. She said, if they travel thousands of miles to Illinois to get the care they need, if they seek an illegal alternative or carry a pregnancy to term against their will. Fortunately for all of us here, abortion is legal in Illinois and will remain legal in Illinois, she said. If Roe v. Wade is overturned, this isn't... I really need people to understand that this is fascist disinformation what CNN is peddling, and a lot of mainstream news and a lot of Democrats are peddling fascist disinformation. If Roe v. Wade is overturned, first of all, it's not an if. Okay, it's not an if. It's going to happen, and or has already happened in like half the country. There's no if. This idea that, oh, maybe this might happen. This could theoretically happen in some abstract version of the future that isn't a... No. This has already happened. If you live in Texas, there's no Roe v. Wade. If you live in Georgia, Roe v. Wade, what? If you live in Missouri, you're reading this and you're like, what the fuck? My sister just got thrown in jail for a miscarriage. There is no Roe v. Wade. That's why I need people to understand that liberalism is a disease and a failure of the mind. Liberalism will never, ever, ever, ever actually recognize the threat that fascism, like, points in their direction until it's too late. If Roe v. Wade is overturned. And then the idea that Roe v. Wade, like, why is it that Democrats and pro-choice activists, right? Well, let me talk about Democrats here. Why didn't they codify Roe v. Wade as law? And how come there weren't more pro-choice activists pushing for this? Why? Because it wasn't that big of a deal yet. It's the Band-Aid solution. Right? Like, let's put duct tape over it instead of actually fixing the problem. Let's slap duct tape on it and hope it sticks. 50 years later, whoops, the adhesive slipped away. And now your duct tape solution isn't working anymore. And then, like, imagine the state of this shit fuckhole fuckface country. This shithole, fuckhole, fucking garbage, fuck you in the face country. That even has a system like a Supreme fucking Court. And again, the motherfuckers in the Supreme Court, have you seen them? They literally walk around town in bed sheets and Snuggies. I know I say this, and I know it's like part of my like comedy routine, but it's serious. Like a bunch of mentally ill, fuckwit, loser, psychopath cultists walk around in the almighty Supreme Court wearing bed sheets and Snuggies. I do declare that abortion is now banned. What? Oh, sorry, I can't give you an abortion. Oh, why not? Oh, the guy in the Snuggie 3,000 miles away said so. Yeah, some dude wearing a Snuggie all the way across the country. Yeah, they told me to, so I can't do it anymore. You want a free fucking wire hanger? Sorry, the guy in the Snuggie who drinks beer said I'm not allowed to give you medical attention. And, you know, can't do it. Can't do it. And he drinks beer. What am I going to do? He's going to come down here and drink beer with his Snuggie. And now I can't give you health care? What? But this is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. Like, I need... And yet, you can look out your window and you'll see people driving to work. You'll see people riding their bikes. Gotta go to work. Yep. Everything's fine. Nothing is out of control. We're not spiraling. Everything is good. The guy in the Snuggie, he's got our back. Returning the question of abortion to the states, those like Illinois, which have codified protections for the right to an abortion, will be faced with treating patients from nearby states that ban it. The Supreme Court on Tuesday confirmed the authenticity of the draft opinion, stressing it is not the final decision, which is expected in June. Oh, don't worry. Kick the can down the road. It hasn't happened yet. I mean, we're fucked. I don't know. More than half of U.S. states could ban abortion if Roe v. Wade is repealed, including 13 states with so-called trigger bans that would almost immediately outlaw abortions within their borders if the landmark case is upended. If this happens, people could be forced to travel out of their home states to reach the nearest clinic to secure the procedure, according to an analysis by the Guttmacher Institute, an abortion rights research organization. It's an outcome reproductive health care providers have anticipated, said Planned Parenthood of Illinois spokesperson Paula Thornton Greer. That's good. I'm glad that someone knows, you know, like, yeah, no shit, this has been anticipated. If you weren't preparing for this for the last 5 years, you're a fucking moron. You should not be anywhere near healthcare providing if you're that fucking stupid, if you don't even read the news, if you don't pay attention to politics at all. You should not be giving abortions. Like, you're just not cut out for it. Like, if I go to the doctor, I want to know that the doctor is going to be well-read, well-researched, well-educated on the subject matter at hand. I don't want to go to a doctor and they haven't picked up a newspaper in the last 30 years. I'm not going to feel comfortable there. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit more about this. Like, hold on, let me get a little drunker for this. I mean, this shit's crazy. Like, I really don't, like, I don't have any solutions. Like, I'm just some shitfuck, dumbass, like, high school dropout podcaster talking to, like, fucking, like, 20 people on the internet. Like, I don't have any solutions. My role in this is to state the problem. That's my role. I would love to solve the problem, but, I don't have that level of power at the moment. So, unfortunately, my role at this point is to just state the problem and watch the world burn to a crisp in front of me until I get dragged out of my fucking house by fascist goons and thrown into a steel cage. Like, I mean, like, again, like, I just want to also, like, I want to say this just to get it on the record. Like, in this moment, there are, like, in this, you know who I am, right? So, in this moment, there are motherfuckers saying, not all Christians. Not all Christians. Oh, it's not all of us. It's not all of us. Now, I just want to be very clear. In my opinion, if you believe in God, if you believe in fairy tales, you're a dumbass. Right? I just want to throw that out there. I want that to be on the record. Now, if you celebrate cultural heritage Like, if you love Passover or if you love Christmas, that's cool. It's all good. But if you translate that into, like, believing that some sky daddy is watching over you and things are going to be okay, I got news for you. You're a fucking moron. You are dumb. You are fucking stupid. Okay? So I want to be very clear on that. I think religious people are fucking dumb. I think they're fucking dumb. And I think religious people caping for religion at a time like this is just downright evil. I really do. I really genuinely do. Christian supremacist neo-fascists have taken over the country, and they're trying to basically put like 50 to 60% of the population as secondary citizens. If you have a womb, you're a second-class citizen. If you are queer, you're a second-class citizen. That's it. And why? Because of Christian supremacists on the Supreme Court. But not all Christians. No. It's not all of us. Like, again, if you celebrate Christmas, if you like Easter, that's fine. If you want to do Easter egg hunts on Easter, it's all good. I love that shit when I was a kid. That doesn't mean that you have to go to church and pay money to these institutions that then, donate all of their money to right-wing fucking organizations, right? It doesn't mean that you have to believe that the sky daddy is literally watching you. Like, because you like Christmas and you want to fucking get like a new big wheel for Christmas as your present, that doesn't mean you have to believe that angels and Jesus are watching you jerk off at night or something. Like, again, I need people to understand religion is a mental illness. It is a disease. It is a plague on this earth. I don't care if that fucking pisses you off. Go fuck yourself, all right? Because I don't care, right, about your sensibilities. You believe in sky daddies, right? And the same people that believe in your exact sky daddy are trying to fucking kill me. I don't give a fuck about your bullshit, okay? I don't give a fuck about, freedom of religion. Go fuck yourself, okay? Fuck your religion. Fuck your garbage, okay? I'm sick of it. I really am. I'm really sick of this religion garbage. Like, if you want to believe in sky daddies, that's cool. Like, if you believe in astrology, like, if you think, oh, I'm a fucking Leo, and that means something, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. Right? But guess what? I think everyone's allowed to believe stupid shit. But when you believe stupid shit, and then you go to these institutions that are organized around gaining political power to throw people like me in cages, fuck your religion. Like, if you believe in ancient aliens or some shit, that is way cooler than believing in fucking Jesus and God. I'm honest. If you believe that the earth is flat, that is way cooler than thinking that we need to, like, fucking go to the homeland and Jesus is going to come back and do whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because if at least you believe in the flat earth theory or ancient aliens theory, right, you're not giving power to institutions that are destroying people like me and my right to live. Right? Flat earth theorists are not bombing Planned Parenthoods. Flat earth theorists are not going around the country wearing Snuggies and telling people they're not allowed to get abortions. People that believe that, like, the fucking birds or drones, like, secret spies to spy on us, they're not going around the country teaching kids that they're gonna go to hell if they're fucking gay or left-handed. So fuck you, fuck your God, fuck your religion, think outside the box, and come up with something else to fucking believe in. Like, I'm sorry, man. But imagine being such a fucking loser and having no critical thinking abilities whatsoever that you just got birthed into some shit-fuck religion and now you just believe in a bunch of fairy tale garbage because you got born into it and you never thought about it? Like, my fucking God. So I'm sorry to the religious people in my audience, but I can't anymore with your garbage. Not all Christians. How about go fuck yourself? Now, again, a lot of people get mad at me when I do this anti-theistic language. And especially when I apply it to other religions that are not Christianity. I have no problem criticizing Christianity in a country that is ruled by Christians. Right? That said, All these motherfuckers that are like, ugh, when you say you hate religion, when you really mean you hate Christianity, it makes me as a Jewish person very offended. Like, okay, fuck you too. Fuck you. Fuck your religion. Fuck you. Now again, I don't care if you really like Passover and you want to like fucking like, you know, drench yourself in olive oil or whatever the fuck. That's fine with me. I don't care. I think traditions, I think heritage, I think cultural like holidays, I think they're awesome. I think that's awesome. I think having any excuse to get together with your family and have a nice dinner, that's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. But attaching that to the belief in some magical fairy tale is where you become a fucking lunatic. And anyone that believes in these fairy tales, what they are doing is they are ostensibly and implicitly giving power to people like fucking this. And every time you do a not all Christians or not all religious people, yeah, no shit, not all religious people are white supremacists. No fucking shit. But all religious people give the institutions, they give the white supremacists money, power, and relevance, and credibility. When you go to fucking church, and you say, oh, this is God and Jesus, he's not that bad. He's not like the Christian fundamentalist evangelicals or the Westboro guys. He's a good guy. I like my version of Jesus is good. You're giving credence and credibility to the idea that Jesus matters at all. Fuck you. But then, if you criticize Christianity, you should criticize every other religion as well. I fucking hate them all. The only one that's even remotely interesting to me out of any of the major religions is like Buddhism. But I mean, they still attach a lot of that fucking stupid bullshit to it, right? But like, as far as like the least amount of stupid bullshit attached to the religion, I think Buddhism is probably the best. But all of them are fucking dumb. Islam? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me with Islam? Like, Jesus Christ. In my opinion, like, each one of the Abrahamic books is worse than the last one. You got the fucking, like, Torah or whatever. Dumb as fuck. God kills everyone. The end. Then God sent his son to get killed and bleed out on a cross and then come back as a zombie. And then something happens and then he's going to come back and the world's going to end with what? And then you've got the Muslims that are like that, except, like, you know, half the fucking population's got to wear fucking, like, they can't go outside, like, unless they're draped in fucking bed sheets. Again with the bed sheets. Again with these fucking bed sheets, man. Like, what is with religion and bed sheets? I don't know, man. Fucking religion fucking sucks. Like, it's just, like, if you want to read it as, like, a fun story, like, yeah, this is, like, you know, some guy was walking around in sandals and, like, you know, did a couple cool things and a couple people, like, wanted to listen to his podcast. Like, Jesus, the first podcaster, right? But, like, that's cool. If you were like, oh, this is just a story. Like, this is, like, folklore, you know? That's fine. But when you literally think that that stuff is literally true and you place any credibility in the Bible, what you're doing is you're giving power to these motherfuckers. I don't care if you, like, if you want to go celebrate Christmas, fucking go for it. I'm an anti-theist, atheist. I hate religion. And I celebrate Christmas. You're allowed to celebrate culture. You're allowed to celebrate holidays. You're allowed to have tradition. Any excuse to get with your family and eat a nice fucking meal, I'm in. It doesn't mean you have to give power and credence to these fucking hellhole monsters. So fuck your not all Christian garbage. Fuck you. Yes, all Christians. Yes, all Muslims. Yes, all Jewish people. Fuck them all. And now again, I want to be very clear with the distinction between cultural, atheistic Jewish people, you know, I don't know, like, for whatever reason, Jew is like a language that applies to both an ethnicity and a religion for some reason, right? The English language, not so good. I'm talking about the religion, right? If you have whatever your cultural traditions are, that's all fine. I don't give a shit, okay? It's all good with me. But when you start using your fucking God thing to, like, fucking start, like, to engage, like, all these, like, so-called Jewish people that, like, massively support Israel, man. Like, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, right? Like, I mean, seriously, man. Like, the whole Israel thing is garbage. But anyway, I'm a little too drunk, so I'm going to probably shut the fuck up on that one. But anyway, Like, I'm just sick of these fucking religious psychopaths running around the fucking country. Like, 70% of America believes in fucking angels. Are you fucking joking? 70% of Americans believe that fucking, like, flying creatures are, like, looking out for them. What the fuck does that mean? Like, they're sitting in the clouds with those fucking, like, long, like, what are those called? Like, the fucking, like, the things that you look in, right? That, like, the people on the ships would use. Like, the telescope. It's not a telescope, but it's, like, something like that, right? Like, they're, like, the angels are perched out. They all have, like, each person gets, like, 2 angels or something. Like, if you're a Christian, like, each people get, like, 2 angels. Like, so you got 2 people in clouds, and they're checking you out. They're making sure you're jerking off now. Okay, that's great. Like, what? Like, 70% of Americans. You ask them, oh, yeah, I got angels. Like, I'm all for people believing in stupid bullshit. But fuck. Wow. What about tree-worshipping mystics? I love tree-worshipping mystics. Let's go. I'm in. I am in. Yeah, so I've been having a lot of conversations online, and I really genuinely think religion needs to be at the forefront of this conversation. Like, when we talk about the right wing in this country, when we talk about how they're able to gain power, when we talk about how they manipulate people, when we talk about all of these institutions and how they have led to this moment in history, if you are spending this moment saying not all Christians and ignoring the role of religion in all of this, you are a fucking idiot, and you will never actually fucking know what the fuck is going on in this country to the point where you're able to do anything about it. I mean, my God. Like, I'm just so sick of it. I know I rant and rave about religion a lot, but I'm just sick of these fucking morons. I'm sick of these fucking idiots. It's so stupid.